Hello and happy Halloween. This is a very exciting video. It's basically gonna be like a 24-hour readathon, but way lamer. So my idea for this video is that I'm gonna be reading spooky books in honor of Halloween for the next 24 hours. But as a little twist on the 24-hour readathon, I'm still gonna be going about my life. Like, I'm still gonna sleep, I'm still gonna maybe take like a dinner break and stuff like that while not pausing the timer. Basically, I just kind of wanted to see how much I can read in 24 hours while still taking care of my human needs and going about my life somewhat normally, if that makes sense. So I pulled a bunch of spooky books and I'm really excited to just like fully be in the Halloween fall vibes for the next day. First off, we've got Truly Devious, which I've been wanting to read for so long. It's a YA book. It takes place at a private school, so very dark academia vibes. And it's about a student at the private school that is determined to solve a cold case. So we've also got like the teen detective vibe, which I love. Then I've got If We Were Villains, which is a thriller mystery, and I have heard so much good things about this. I can't remember exactly what it's rated, but I know it has a really high star rating on Goodreads. In My Dreams I Hold the Knife, I love the cover and the title. It's so intriguing to me, and it is about 6 friends, 1 college reunion, and 1 unsolved murder. So I feel like having a bunch of characters that are all friends and this college reunion will be like such an interesting setting for an unsolved murder. 9 Cows, this book is major dark academia vibes. It's about a student in Yale's freshman class, which, like, Yale, dark academia, it's perfect. And it also involves Yale's secret societies, which is so interesting to me. And then lastly, we've got The House on the Lake by Riley Sager, which I feel like I've just heard so many booktubers talk about this book and how good it is, and I really trust their opinions, so I really want to read it. Wow, now that I just went through all those books, it's gonna be so hard to pick which ones to read because I literally want to read all of them so bad. But I'm currently in the middle of Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen and McManus, which is a YA murder mystery, and it takes place in this town, Echo Ridge, where girls have gone missing and sometimes wind up dead. So far, I really like it. Karen and McManus also wrote One of Us is Lying and One of Us is Next, which I've read, and I think so far I like those 2 books better, but I'm still like really into this book, and I'm on page 200, which I feel like in a mystery book, when you're starting to get to the end is like when things get really juicy. So I'm gonna finish this book first and then we'll pick which book to start next. All right, it's time to start reading. Oh my gosh, also, I have my Halloween socks on, gotta get in the spirit. It is raining outside, it's like real stormy, which is perfect for like the vibes of this video and just like the best cozy reading vibes. It's crazy, it's like basically 10 a.m. and it's like so dark in here. I have to have my lamp on, which I never do during the day because my room is so bright normally. But I am gonna start reading where I left off on page 200. I just got to page 230, and the romance subplot in this book is so freaking cute. I love them so much together. And the main girl, Ellery, she loves true crime. Like, she's obsessed with true crime, and I love true crime too. I grew up watching Dateline like every single Friday with my mom as a kid, and she is just like leading this investigation. And I just love the teen detective trope so much, especially like a lead female teen detective, like the police who, you know, Ellery is carrying this murder investigation. I just got to page 294, and oh my gosh, things just escalated so fast. I was suspicious of so many people being the murderer, and there's just been a big reveal that I did not see coming. And I'm assuming we just kind of cracked the mystery, but we don't have all the answers yet. So I'm like a little bit confused how all the puzzle pieces fit together. Wow, this is like the best part of murder mystery books, where I've got like 40 pages left and I just know we're gonna find out everything. I just finished the book, and the last line, my jaw is on the floor. Oh my gosh, like I don't even know how to process that. Wow. Okay, the ending was really good. I was gonna give the book 4 stars until I read the last line, and I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. This is the first time in the history of any book I've ever read that one single line has bumped up my rating for the entire book. Whoa, like that last line is like the biggest plot twist of the whole book. Anyway, I really like the book, as you can tell. If you're looking for a good YA mystery, I would definitely recommend this book. Okay, now let's pick our next book. This is literally like the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my life. They just all sound so good. So freaking good. Okay, which book is gonna be next? I think I'm gonna do The House Across the Lake, just because I feel like I've heard of so many people reading this book and I really want to know what it's about. Ooh, whoa, I like this title page with this image. Spooky lake for sure. And there's a Taylor Swift quote at the beginning. I think he did it, but I just can't prove it. Taylor Swift, no body, no crime. Wait, okay, oh my God, I'm gonna listen to that song while I start this first chapter. Hey Google, play No Body, No Crime by Taylor Swift.
No Body, No Crime by Taylor Swift. Sure, playing on Spotify. She says, I think he did it, but I just can't prove it.
I just got to page 53 in the book and there was a single attractive male introduced, and I don't think this book is gonna have any romance in it, but like the romance lover in me is like attractive male in the plot who isn't in a relationship. Like, where's the romance subplot? I'm so excited for it. So we'll see if there's gonna be any romance subplot. And I think I'm gonna go to Starbucks and sit there and read. It just sounds really nice and cozy since it's such a gloomy day outside, and I'm really craving sugar and I love their like bakery items. All right, see you guys at Starbucks. I just got a Starbucks and I read a page 103, and at the beginning of the book it mentions that the main character Casey, her husband previously died, just an accidental death, but I'm really curious if her husband's death is related to all the mysterious weird stuff happening in the book, because it's a thriller. Like, can there really be any innocent deaths, you know? But I don't know. So that's something I'm currently really intrigued about. Also, I don't know if this is weird or a little extra, but my new favorite thing has been getting the audiobook of books in addition to the physical book. I definitely don't pay for both. I only get the audiobook if I can get it free from my library, because I love like going back and forth between audiobook and physical book. Like, I'm gonna listen to the audiobook for my drive home and then I'll go back to reading the physical book when I get home. I don't know if anyone else does that or if that's weird, but I'm gonna drive home and then I'll keep reading. Hello. Okay, I know you didn't expect me to look like this, considering the last time you saw me, I was leaving Starbucks and I looked like a normal human, and now I am a dragon. But I was listening to the audiobook version of The House Across the Lake and doing my practice Halloween costume makeup. So for Halloween, I have a few outfits planned, but the one I was like didn't have figured out was the dragon costume, because I just have these dragon wings and then this orange dress. So I was like Googling dragon makeup and there wasn't really any except for people with dragons on their face. This was my Pinterest inspo, so it took me a while, but I drew this. It's a little bit messy in parts, but I honestly feel really proud for my first attempt because I am not a makeup artist by any means. So just want to take a moment to appreciate what my Halloween makeup and outfit will be looking like. Anyway, I'm probably gonna do a tiny bit more reading in my Halloween costume just because I don't want to wash this all off yet, and then I will shower and continue reading. But I'm on page 150 and the mystery has happened. This book somebody disappears in, and so far it seems like pretty obvious who did it and why, but I'm assuming like in mystery books, the first person who you think did it is never the one who did it. So I'm hoping that there's some twist that happened. Oh my gosh, I look ridiculous. Bet you've never seen a dragon read before. Hello, I just showered and I read a page 219 and wow, there was a big reveal that I did not expect, but I think I know how it's gonna end. At this point, it's just a theory, but I feel pretty confident in it. Okay, I just read a page 246 and what in the freaking world is going on? I said I thought I knew the ending. I don't, not even close. What did I just read? Oh my gosh, I'm only a few pages later on page 251 and another Riley Sager bomb was just dropped. I have no words. What is happening? What is the ending? This is my whole reaction, just draw on the floor, draw on the floor, jaw on the floor. Holy moly. I just finished the book and it was wild. Like, I'm still reeling from the ending. That was crazy. It was just like thing after thing after thing that I did not expect. I feel like that's the best thing about mysteries, and I'm so glad I'm reading like thriller mysteries for a whole day, because if it's a good mystery, you know it's gonna have crazy plot twists, like guaranteed. I think I would give the book 4 stars just because I feel like it took me a little while to get into it. Like, I wasn't like super engaged in the beginning, but the ending definitely like made the book for me. I was also looking at the reviews on Goodreads, and I'm surprised like how much it has mixed reviews. Like, apparently people didn't love the ending like I did, so that's a little confusing because I never ever saw it coming. So would definitely recommend reading this book if you have not read it yet. To the next book. I'm so torn because I literally want to read all these books. Right now I'm debating between Ninth House and If We Were Villains. Ninth House is a library book, so the responsible thing to do would be to read this book. I've also just been wanting to read it for so long. And then If We Were Villains just has such a crazy high rating on Goodreads, so I'm like, I have to know what all the hype is about. But yeah, I can't decide. So I think I'm gonna read the first chapter of each book. Okay, so I read the prologue of each book, and I think I'm gonna go with If We Were Villains. The prologue like already hooked me. The main guy is in prison. He's about to get out, and he's about to tell this detective everything that happened on that night that landed him in prison. Ninth House also started out good. I'm definitely gonna read it at some point. I was reading more reviews of it on Goodreads, and people said it took them like 100 to 200 pages to get into it, and I'm honestly getting kind of tired. So I might start that book another time when it's not late at night. It is just past 11 now, so I'm gonna read some of this and then go to sleep, and we'll read a little bit more in the morning before we hit 10 a.m. tomorrow. I just read to page 12, and this book is written kind of like a play, which I didn't expect. Instead of chapters, it's like scene 1, scene 2, and so far there's been a ton of Shakespeare references. These are all like theater kids, and I was a theater kid in high school, so kind of relatable, but not really, because also never into Shakespeare. But I love this last line at the end of scene 1. It says, "We slept deeply with no way of knowing that the curtain was about to rise on a drama of our own invention." I'm on page 40. So far, like nothing crazy has happened, so I don't really know where the book is going. I'm intrigued like what the event that landed the guy in jail is, because we've gone back to when they're like in college, majoring in theater. So far I'm not like super interested or uninterested in the book. I feel like I'm just kind of waiting for like something interesting and crazy to happen. But it is 12:30 now, and I think I'm gonna go to bed. But like I said, this is kind of 24-hour readathon-ish, except that I'm not pausing for sleeping and stuff like that. So I am going to try and wake up super early and then read until 10 a.m. tomorrow to try and get through as much of this as I can. So I'll see you guys early in the morning. Good morning. I got up early, got ready, and did some reading, and I'm on page 74. The book is interesting. It's about 7 friends, and it feels kind of more like character study than like super interesting plot to me. Like, I'm super intrigued by like the relationships and like the dynamic between all of these 7 friends, but also like nothing crazy has happened in the plot, so I'm like intrigued by the characters. But I wish the plot was moving a little bit faster. Definitely dark academia vibes though, with like the theater and the Shakespeare quotes, and there's definitely like a dark undertone to the characters' relationships that I'm intrigued to explore more. Also, it is 8:30 a.m., so we have an hour and a half left of reading since I started at 10 a.m. yesterday. And you did it right from the start. I just finished page 135 and it is 10:05, so we are officially done. I read a little extra because this seems super interesting. This author, I've never read anything by him before, and his writing is beautiful. Like, just the metaphors and the way he describes things is like so cool. The dynamics between the characters is definitely getting way more interesting, way juicier, and way more complicated. I still don't know like what sent the guy to prison in the prologue, but I'm excited to find out. I'm intrigued. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish the book, and I will update you guys on my Goodreads account what my final review is whenever I finish it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy Halloween again. And let me know what like fall books you guys are reading, because I want to keep reading fall books until like December 1st, and then I'm switching to like winter, Christmas, cozy, snowy reads. All right, and with that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.